David Foy. I'm the president of Agency59, and I've been with the company for the last 15 years. Well, I originally went to the University of Guelph for wildlife biology, so it's a bit of a detour, but I ended up switching my major after a semester, getting into a management economics degree, which is now a B.Com degree at University of Guelph. And essentially I was able to focus on marketing management in my final couple of years. I got an Honours B.A. there. Yeah, direct marketing is actually a pretty unique discipline. I mean, it's been around for over a century. If you look back in Canada, probably the earliest forms of direct marketing came from the Eaton's catalog, for those that remember Eaton's, or a Sears catalog, Reader's Digest, Book of the Month clubs. Those are probably the original direct marketers in the country. Direct response advertising is very different from the standpoint that everything you do in your communication is to elicit a response, to drive someone to take action, whether it's raising their hand and saying, yes, I'm interested in learning more about your company, or driving people to a retail outlet to actually purchase something by giving them a coupon or some kind of offer, or getting people to buy through the mail or online. So for instance, as the technology's evolved over the last decade, more and more people are driven to the web to purchase online through web portals. Well, you know, measuring direct response, that's what it's really all about. At the end of the day, what makes direct marketing unique versus mass brand advertising is the fact that we can track every piece of communication. We know to the penny if our campaign is successful or not. There's nowhere to hide. You know, you love it when a campaign succeeds and you exceed objectives. But if it fails, you have to look at it as a learning experience, figure out what didn't work, and test new offers, new lists, or new creative. Every day is different. There isn't anything truly typical, but if I had to summarize it, I would say I'm involved in strategic development, networking, sales, creative development with the creative teams, but more often than not, on a daily basis, I do spend quite a bit of time doing a lot of administration work around human resources, hiring, managing people and their issues if they have problems, and I deal a lot with the financials of the company, so I'm always looking at the books, looking at forecasts, etc. So probably the most interesting and exciting part of our job is really to pitch new business. It's a time where there's a lot of bold ideas being created, there's a lot of energy, a lot of time is invested in it, and I love that hunt. I love going after new business and winning new business. It's a time of growth for an agency, so that's very exciting for me. The things that I don't normally like to deal with are human resource issues, dealing with staff that are unhappy, or you know, you work in an environment where there's a lot of dynamic and interesting personalities, and not everyone necessarily have complementary personalities that get along on every level. So you're constantly dealing with some form of issue, if you will. You try to minimize that by interviewing and finding the right personalities to fit your office, but you're also trying to find the right personalities that will suit your client's needs. So you have to weigh that as well when you're hiring. But for the most part, we've got a great environment where there's very little ego or politics, but every once in a while you're dealing with staff that can create headaches, and that to me is the most stressful part of my job. Yeah.